Today on the channel, we hop into the pits with pit fighter Conan the Barbarian from Super 7 Ultimate Edition line.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Conan the Barbarian Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we've got Pit Fighter Conan. But remember, for all your Super 7 needs and a whole lot more, to hit up Entertainment Earth, use the link in the description below to save 10% on all in-stock merchandise. And of course, over $39, guess what? It ships free. You gotta get a deal all day long. So check out Entertainment Earth. But today, we're diving into the pits with Havoc, all the other heavy metal pits. Oh, maybe this is a different kind of pit, actually. But love a good heavy metal pit. Love a good pit fighter Conan, of course. One of the cool scenes from the movie where he's fighting in the pits, fighting for his life, fighting his way to be a true barbarian, some might say. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Let's start it off looking at this old cardboard shipping box. Always do like those, so you do get this. So make sure you hold on to that if you're a true collector out there, we'll say. Then you get Super 7 Ultimate Conan, Pit Fighter Conan here, and you got the slip cover. Very Super 7-esque packaging, as we all know and love. Very brown, kind of leather band looking to it. Very, very cool. But very plain as well at the same time. Not a whole lot going on. You got that little action there. But of course, the fun is where you pull off the slip cover and you're off to the races here. I'm going to put this off to the side, so I'm going to save that. And we get old Pit Fighter Conan right there in the brown packaging. All kinds of accessories, extra head. A lot going on in there, of course. And on the back of the package, we got a little bit of a blurb. You guys know I'm a sucker for a blurb, so let's see what it says about old Conan the Barbarian here. Enslaved as a child, Conan gained strength from his years of pushing a milling wheel known as the Wheel of Pain. Upon reaching adulthood, he was then sold and forced into the gladiator ring. Inexperienced in combat at first, Conan vanquished every enemy that was unlucky enough to cross his path. Through the gladiator fights and teachings from his master and the war masters of Kitai, Conan became an unstoppable warrior. And he sure did. He sure did. He's off to the races. Love a good Conan. Love good Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, we're taped in here. I got to cut it. Usually we're not taped in like this. What are we doing, Super 7? What are we doing here? I guess they just want their figures to be in perfect condition. But we don't see that taping much anymore these days. I'm going to pull that out. See what's going on. We got a little bit of flame pit going on back there. Look at that. Oh, very cool. Very cool off to the side. Now how about a little plastic prison? There's Conan the Pit Fighter Supreme right there in the plastic prison. All right. I'm going to take this offline. I'm going to get him all untwist tied up, and we'll be back talking all things Pit Fighter Conan. All right, we got Pit Fighter Conan out of the package. Let's break it down, and let's start with the accessories, as we always do here. And, of course, we got Conan. He wouldn't be Conan without his big Conan sword. Got that going on. Very, very nice sculpt here. Very cool. Kind of that dirty gray, like it's seen some things. This sword's seen some things. Nice wrapped handle as well. Decor down at the bottom, and then you got the silver blade. A little bit too gray. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more silver on this one, and it's a very, very thin blade. Paper thin blade, so we do have that right there. Then we do get his Pit Fighter, I don't even know what you call these, knuckle dusters? Who knows? But they're little spikes, of course. He holds these and bam, right through your face. Bam, right through your eye. A little of the banger to bang like the young Boss Root used to do. Whew, watch out for that left hook. But you got some of that here. You put that on. You're in for a short night at the office in the fight department if you're wearing one of those. And then we do get Conan's sword broken. That is very kind of cool as well. So very, very nice. Once again, you got the leather handle down below. Very cool. So that's your accessories there. Of course, we get an extra head. And then we get Conan down to the races here. And I guess we do kind of get accessories here as we do got the pit fighting forearm guards, blades, of course, the daggers on the end. Nice, dirty, kind of bronzish look to it. I mean, it looks like these have been in the gladiator pits for decades, ready to go. You got one on each hand. of course. So we're going to pull those off. So you can choose your own weapon to venture where you want to go. Of course, no place to store the weapons, so you're going to have a baggie marked for these guys, of course. But let's break this figure down a little bit. Of course, it is from the scene where Conan is shown fighting in the pits over and over, you know, kind of a montage, if you will. We always got room for a montage. But Conan looks okay here. I'm going to say, and a lot of people complained about these, and I think the complaints still stand. The face just doesn't quite look Conan, doesn't quite look Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you look close enough, I think you can kind of get yourself there. But it's got that high gloss that we see on a lot of humans from Super 7. It has been getting a little bit better. The New Japan line was one that seemed very mannequin-y, very glossy, and we get a lot of that right here as well. But he does have a very nice crown going on with the spikes throughout, even the eyeballs in there, and then the top spike. Then he's got the long, I was almost going to say hair, but it is actually like, I don't even know what it's called. It's like leather straps that protect your head a little bit. But underneath, it's very cool attention to detail. You do see some hair underneath. You don't even see that unless you lift that up. So that's pretty good attention to detail on Super 7's part. He does got his big old furry vest here, of course, in the Conan times, the Gladiator times, whatever times we're talking about. You needed animal fur to keep yourself warm. That's what he's got going on, of course, all the way down to the loincloth. Then, like a young bruiser Brody, he's got his furry boots with the straps going on, and then, of course, his regular shoes. But a nice look to him there. Of course, very muscular, as we see with a lot of Super 7 figures. And, of course, Arnold, just made for the role of Conan back in the day. Looking really good. And then you get the straps around here, kind of like a big oversized belt around the vest, but that does look good as well. Articulation wise, of course, head is removable, side to side with the head, a little bit limited in the articulation. He does got, what do we got? We got some chains there, so you gotta be careful. You don't want those chains to fall off, but there is some chains there that I missed. Also missed the spikes on the forearms. But you do get bicep cut. Arms pretty much limited by the vest. You can't really go all the way around. Really does limit the articulation, but the bicep is good. Elbows, good. Single jointed. They do have pins in them, so make note of that. Wrists back and forth, and very strange for the Super 7 Ultimates not to get many hands. We usually get tons of hands with our figures. Not the case with this Conan here. Does got a big splits going on. No real, well, I was going to say no real waist, but we do have a waist articulation on him, so that is good. Single jointed knees, and then ankles side to side, back and forth. So not tons and tons of bells and whistles as far as articulation goes, but not bad either. I know some people are getting down on Super 7 because they want Spider-Man style articulation across the board, and I do understand that, especially in these modern times, but it's just not the way they're going to business. And I'm also not being able to get this sword in his hand to go to business with, so maybe I got to put it in the other hand. Or maybe I'm just going to have to heat it up. Who knows? Sometimes you got to do that as well. But yeah, the sword fight me. I was hoping to get the sword in there, but not going to happen. Not going to happen. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, there we go. I got it. I did it. Oh, yes. Good for me. Good for me. But you can put the sword in there. Big, oversized sword. But a decent-looking Conan. Am I going to say this is going to set the world on fire as Conan? I'm not exactly sure. This other head sculpt here looks very Arnold, get to the chopper type Arnold. With the mouth open, I think it even looks more like Arnold than the closed mouth Arnold. So that's kind of funny. Once again, you get the hair underneath, same crown, same all that. But it's definitely Super 7 Ultimate Edition Conan. I will say Conan O'Brien. It's Conan O'Brien here. But he does fit on a ringside stand. For those keeping track at home, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Make sure you get the WWE stands, but those fit very, very well. Of course, we do have another version of Arnold. Arnold is Conan, I guess. Conan is Arnold, whatever you want to say. The nice bloody fighting version here. We unboxed this on the channel, so if you missed this review, go check that one out. But this one I think I like a little bit better. Just the overall scheme, the overall looks of this one looks better here. But this isn't terrible. I don't know if it's $55 good. It really depends on your Conan the Barbarian, your Arnold Schwarzenegger fandom. Then you can decide maybe from there. But the worst part about this is definitely the head. The high gloss feature, not looking totally like Arnold. That loses some points definitely for me. But what say you out there in YouTube land? What are your thoughts on this Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan the Barbarian action figure here? All in, all out, pass, admiring from afar? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, like this video, subscribe subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. As you guys know, we got videos every single day. Follow along on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, pick up an old t-shirt over there, support the channel. And your best way to support the channel, as usual, is via the Patreon. Link in the description below. You can get videos like this much, much earlier than traditional YouTube. Bonus content, exclusive content, and be a part of monthly giveaways all over there at the Patreon. So there it is. There's Conan, the Destroyer, the Barbarian, the Legend. I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon. Say you guys out there in YouTube land, what's your thoughts on this pit fighter Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan O'Brien? But what say you out there in YouTube?